All right. Hello, everyone. I'm waking up like really super tired right now, but like I always said that I wanted a challenge on this, so like maybe it'll add to the experience. Who knows? Um, yeah, and when I would, oh wait, I I actually have to do this one first. I wanted to save Harley Quinn until the end because I know that when she's hard, she's really super hard. Ah well, let's see how it goes. But yeah, looking at the time running down on the thing and knowing that like if I don't do this today that oh great. I didn't think about that. I messed up the time. Well, that's useless now. Just gonna leave it. Um yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, like even though people would say that they don't want this because it's gimmicky, like that's kind of the point. I I kind of now want a I kind of now want a superhero high school kind of thing. Like say that Batman is having like some really hard troubles with like algebra 2 or calculus or something and he asks Flash to run him back in time, like not to really mess anything up but just so that he could have extra time to study. Stuff like that, you know? Like even if it runs for a season, I want something stupid like that. And I'm trying to remember, right? But like it was somewhere in the 8 hours that I took last night trying to level Batman to max. And like the last 5 levels takes extra super long, by the way. It's like I only got up 4 levels, I didn't even finish it, and then it was 7 in the morning and I just like or well, 4, and I realized that I didn't want to do it anymore. If I played Injustice anymore last night, it just would have torn at me, you know? But like I yeah, the premise was that it would be easy to be able to discern that Batman and Bruce Wayne were one of the same, and I'm trying to remember how I came to that conclusion. I think it was something legal, like, say that, like, all they have to do is look at Bruce Wayne's taxes, or, yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to do this first. This is an absolute ripoff! Harley! Get off, please. Oh no. But yeah, say that they like audit Bruce Wayne's taxes, or like I think the other thing would have been say that yes, good. I didn't know if it was gonna be good enough to end her. Um but yeah, say that Bruce Wayne has to do an event. Or like no, I think it started with it because it I don't think it's ever really addressed like a villain noticing that Batman only does stuff at night. Like what if villains started noticing that so they just like oh great. So it does have an order. All right. Okay, whatever. It yeah, say that somebody notices that Batman only does stuff at night, and then they tell the other villains and they work their way around that, so they start doing this stuff during the day because it's like they've never really cared about having to deal with the cops because, like, and especially for a lot of them with superpowers or like scientific knowledge or whatever, to just be able to have the ability to do whatever they want. I don't I don't even remember if I did right. There was a modifier on that last one that was like 3 uppercuts or something, and usually I pay attention to that, but I'm whatever. Um every time that I trip myself up, I keep having to go back and remember like where I was in what I was saying. Like Yeah, and say that Bruce has to do an event, and maybe they want Batman to show up, and, like, would he actually reveal that he was Batman? Because you can't see the both of them in the same place, or would he try to figure something out where, say, like, he creates either a robot of himself or a robot of Batman? I would probably say a robot of Batman that is... Or wait, no. Okay, I've got to think about this, because, like, he would be piloted by Alfred in the first place, because that just makes sense. Alfred would probably pilot a Bruce Wayne robot because he would want him to keep up appearances, and Alfred being, you know, the family butler, he would probably know how to do that a lot better than swooping in and doing superhero stuff as Batman. That makes sense. It does. Yeah, Batman taxes. Does he even pay taxes in the first place? You know, I've been obsessed with the whole idea of, like, does Batman sleep? And then I started adding, like, does he eat? On top of that, like, has anybody ever seen Bruce Wayne eat? Like, what, and if he doesn't sleep, and he just has this, like, medical science division in Wayne Enterprises that keeps him awake, are all of his villains real, or are they hallucinations? And also, like, does he eat, or because he's always working on stuff, like, not just his Batmaning, but also, also the stuff that he has to deal with his company, and he just, like, doesn't have the time to eat or sleep. Like, say that he has a feeding tube somewhere on his body, just, like, has a nutrient bag that he switches out every day, like some kind of, like, machine. Some kind of, I don't know. What else? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna consult my cheat sheet. Batman in high school, Batman taxes, broke Batman. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because, like, I was also wondering, because, like, the Waynes are obviously the founders of Wayne Enterprises, but the way that, like, big companies work is that, like, even if you started the company, it's law or whatever that you have to have a board of people that can vote you out if they decide that you're not good for the company anymore. And I've always felt that weird that they're able to do that, and that, like, your own company can just tear your life's work apart from the inside out and just take it away from you just like that. But it's kind of funny I didn't even realize that you'd fallen down. Can you behave? No. Can you behave, sir, for like 2 seconds? Phone, stay. Blanket, stay. Yeah, poor man technology. Good to go. Where was I? Yeah, because, like, if he's kicked out of his own company, like, and he had to really think about money and everything, like, how much money does Batman spend regularly anyway? But, like, if he couldn't afford to be Batman, would he still be Batman? Yeah, and I was kind of toying around with the ability of, like, you know, giving Batman disabilities. Like, what if Batman was deaf? What if Batman was blind? Would Batman be a better Daredevil than Daredevil? But then again, also, if he was rich, wouldn't he just... Because, like, I, you know, if Batman really cared about people, he would start, like, making the cure for blindness. He would make the cure for deafness and muteness. He would cure paralysis so that, like, nobody had to walk in wheelchairs ever again. He would, cure cancer. You know, he would cure HIV and AIDS and all that, and make sure that there's no STDs, so that, like, there's no threat and there's no danger, and anybody could just do whatever they want and not have to worry about it anymore. And wouldn't that be great? I love this. I love this Flash armor, by the way. Quit falling down. That is bothering me so much. But yeah, if he really cared, he would do all this stuff, but, like, I could also see Batman as really only caring when it pertains to himself. Because for some reason thinking of Batman in that way just, like, adds humor aspect to it. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know if I have pointed that out before, but you can interact with the environment. I think I have this setting on, like, you can turn it off, but I have it on that it will do an audio prompt, and it will also say right bumper, like, right under the health bar. You see that? Usually it's at each end of each map, and there will be glowing things. Also, and usually, like, the big statue, like, if I got over there, I just want to show people this. Usually with the big things, you can kick your enemies right into that. But, anyways, like, yeah, if it would pertain to himself, like, Batman would cure blindness in a day, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't even allow himself the chance to be that. What else? No. I was trying to do good, but then I was trying to fix where my phone is, and I was trying to think about stuff to say. You know, while I am reveling in my failure... Oh, yeah. Right. Batman as a vampire, but, it's not surprising that I would go to that idea. I still don't know how people hate Morbius, because I feel like that's a return to, like, the Marvel movies that people used to love. It's a return to that kind of formula, which is a nice feel, you know, but, I don't know. And when I started this multiverse and I said Caped Crucifier instead of Caped Crusader, and I didn't finish that thought about a Wild West Batman, like, say that he's a priest and he carries stakes on his belt and he's hunting vampires, and that was what led to Van Helsing. Oh no, 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 no. Because if you hold back for Flash's super move, you can block it, and then there are some that attack the ground. I don't know even if you can block the ones that go overhead. Stay. I don't know if you can block the ones that go overhead, but it kind of makes sense that you can't, that you just have to dodge out of the way, because if you press up, then you jump. And that's the weird thing about fighting games that allow you to jump too. Like, you probably notice that I do it too often, and, like, half of the time that I'm trying to just move normally left or right, it makes me jump anyway. Like, it's very sensitive. yeah, I was doing this multiverse last night that made me fight Green Arrow. And that's something that I've always kind of wondered, like, you know what, if it's just gonna keep falling down, I'm just gonna let it be there, because I can't be bothered to care anymore. Um, but yeah, that's something that I've always kind of wondered, if it is possible to get a real bow these days, because, like, and I've tried to look it up, and as always, search engines kind of fail me, and, like, I don't know, I still don't know if it is the search engine itself, or if it is me and the way that I ask things, because, like, I've wanted to know where you can get a real bow, like, not a modern one with all the pulleys and all the easy, like, cheating kind of stuff, you know, but, like, just a piece of wood and a string. Because it's, there's a thing to it where, like, at least for me, the difficulty of being able to pull the bow back is part of the skill in the first place. Like, yeah, you have to aim, but that's also part of why I'm more into medieval stuff, medieval combat, than modern combat, because it's just like, you have a gun and you just point it at somebody and it's like, oh, hey, look, gun, 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 gun. And you pull the thing and it go bang. But, like, medieval stuff, you had to, like, sword fighting. Sword fighting is kind of like karate in a way, where it's like, you can, you have to know where to strike, and if somebody blocks you, you have to know where to go next, and it's kind of like, it's a dance of things, and it's an active skill. It actually requires proper thinking, you know, like, more than just, aiming something somewhere and telling it to go. Explosion, go bang! I'm still amazed at that, by the way, that, like, cars... Yeah, like, all the technology that we take for granted, and, like, technology, engineering, stuff like that, where, like, car engines just, like, a whole bunch of different little explosions going in a sequence to push yourself forward. 2,000 pounds of metal. Yeah, I already ran out of stuff to say. No! I went through it too quickly as part of the problem. Yeah. Do villains have dental plans? Yeah, like, when you add real stuff to... When you add real life stuff to, like, fantasy kind of things, like, superhero stuff, for example, since we're on this right now, like, it really kind of makes you think, because would anybody even work on a villain's teeth, or would they just kind of let them rot? And if they do, and if villains are in a lot of tooth pain, like, would they still be able to fight, or, So another couple things before I end the video, because being in this reminded me of the last little bit that I wanted to talk about. I was wondering what Batman would eat for comfort food, and, I thought that would give me the opportunity to to reference, because I always like to pronounce Gotham City as Gotham just for fun. But also, like, do you think that, and especially maybe to cheer himself up, like, do you think Batman has kind of the guilty pleasure of being able to go into a store in Halloween season, like, and get candy in full costume and just not have to worry about people thinking he's weird because it's Halloween? I just the idea of that, I just love the whole idea, and I wanted to share that with people. Anyways, I thought that this was going to be super hard, and I was going to have that be a part of the content as well, where, like, my suffering would add to the whole experience. But it's really kind of just more tedious than anything at this point, and I'm kind of looking for a way out, so, and this video has gone on long enough, so I hope that you have enjoyed it, or at least, you know, a decent part of it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I will... Perfect opportunity to do this. I will see you later.